Top story, Thandi Maqhubela has won her appeal against her murder conviction in the Supreme Court of Appeal in Bloemfontein. Reports say her lawyers have confirmed that her appeal was upheld on Friday. During the trial, prosecutors were unable to conclusively determine her husband's cause of death. Maqhubela was sentenced to an effective 18 years behind bars by the Western Cape High Court. She was found guilty for murdering her husband and forging his will. Her spouse, acting judge Patrick Maqhubela, was found dead inside a Bantry Bay apartment in 2009. Although the state could not prove that Maqhubela was suffocated, prosecutors argue there was compelling circumstantial evidence to show that his wife had killed him. Now, joining us on the phone line to discuss this further is Thandi Maqhubela's legal attorney, Stephen Lamprecht. Good afternoon to you. Thank you for joining us here on ANN7. Just give us the latest details with regards to Thandi Maqhubela now winning that appeal against her murder conviction in the Supreme Court of Appeal in Bloemfontein. What exactly does this mean going forward?
What it means is that the judgment against her for murder has been overturned. That's the most important thing. The consequences for especially her children, for us, her children have suffered terribly through the whole process of the years of trial and also their mother's incarceration. They lost their father and their mother in many ways in very difficult circumstances. So I'm particularly glad for the children, the two young daughters especially, and I'm very glad for Mrs. Maqhubela. We have made contact with her. We have advised her of the judgment. There is a further legal step which we need to take instructions from her on, which we are about to embark on. Once we get firm instructions on that, I'll be able to let you know. But the point is that I'm just very grateful especially for the children. For me, that was very important. They really took a hammering through this time. So, yeah, that's really all.
With regards to the moment when you had advised her of this judgment, could you in any way share her reaction or what she said after hearing that?
I have an attorney in my firm, Yolanda Slager, who I must say must get a massive amount of credit, and I'm not trying to be odd. She assisted me and really was everything in the matter. She contacted Thandi. She just was on the phone to her now recently. So I'm not able to give you how she felt about it. I can only presume that someone that's been through as much as she has been through must be incredibly relieved to hear that on the murder charge she has been acquitted. So that's unfortunately can't comment on that.
Could you comment with regards to where this leaves the entire case with regards to the killing or murdering of Judge Patrick Maqhubela? What happens now?
Well, that would be something that the state would have to make a decision on. Either they will open a docket again and reinvestigate the matter and find a perpetrator. But in regards to Mrs. Maqhubela, she is now innocent of the charge of murder. And there's just an amount of process that needs to be effected so that the judgment can be practically effected in regard to her.
Could you maybe talk us through the steps involved and the entire process of going through this appeal and how it unfolded?
Well, it was something of a challenge for us. We were not, our firm was not involved in the actual trial. We were only called upon once Mrs. Maqhubela was found guilty. And at that time, at the instance of the state, and I think, and I stand to be corrected, of the presiding judge, she was on being found guilty when the matter had come up again for sentencing. or judgment, or one of the two. I think it was more on the sentencing side. For some time back, she was referred to an institution, I think, for psychiatric evaluation, and that's when we came on board. We came on board. Our initial instructions were on behalf of the family. They were obviously concerned about her referral. We had to first establish, go through that process, and the next process that we then embarked on was really the sentencing and mitigation. That's where we were involved. And we had to follow that process to its end before we could actually then commence appeal proceedings. So it was a step to finalize the matter for her to be sentenced. Once she was sentenced, we then had to have a look at the whole record, which one has to then do to decide how you're actually going to deal with the judgment and the sentencing.
All right.
And we took a, how can I describe it? We decided to limit the issues for purposes of appeal. It's a 7,000 page record. And we, with assistance of Advocate Rosenberg and Advocate Tyler, we were able to, I believe, present a really wonderful case to the appellate division, and the outcome then speaks for itself.
It does indeed. Thank you very much, sir, for your time this afternoon. We appreciate you talking to us. That was Thandi